Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the next 4 weeks. This is going to be material success, money, career, what's coming your way, what you should be aware of. And I feel like maybe some of you might also receive some inspiration. By the way, Aquarius, if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already. And I would like to ask you a question. Air signs, you're the only one actually watches this kind of readings the less on my channel. I don't know about the other channels, so I was wondering if this is something that you're enjoying, or as an Aquarius that you have another expectancy, or maybe even what do you think about this kind of readings? Because you are highly logical and you want crystal clarity and logical outcome, and this kind of readings are most of the time intuitive. Are you trusting your intuition most of the time, or what kind of like a guidance you're getting out from this readings? Do you have like a specific intention before you turn it on? Comment down below, let me know. Let's have a conversation. Okay, we have a frying pan here, a trouble, accusation. I'm gonna pull some cards to clear that up, what that is. We have a two-faced friend. Okay, a sunrise and a woman dealings or relationships with a woman, new creative ideas, new winters, and a fresh start. So I always believe everything happens for a good reason. Even if something doesn't work out at the end of the day, you might not know how you're going to benefit from it first. Second thing here is frying pan. Maybe a two-faced friend is accusing you of something, or maybe you are in a frying pan situation right now. And this person is basically pouring gasoline into the fire. But the thing is, this is coming up because this is actually going to force you towards a new creative idea, a fresh start position. This can be something, or a person, maybe a relationship. This is something that you put a lot of. We have Eight of Pentacles. Yes, you maybe trust it a lot, but Eight of Pentacles is learning your lesson basically, or you already have a knowledge about something and you're using it. This can be someone that, yes, Nine of Pentacles. This is, wow, and there's a massive star here. So, and there's this one has a lot of stars in the sky as well. This is a lesson that you're learning here, okay, through a person, through a situation that is really pushing you towards this creative thought process. The woman is the feminine energy. She's the receiving energy. So you create the idea, you put it out there, and then you're receiving it. This can also be a feminine character, female, helping you out to receive your desires. I kind of see this reminds me of like a bridge. I don't know why, because it kind of looks like sand glass, hourglass. However, also reminds me, this is like a feminine energy too. Also reminds me of a bridge. I don't know why, but you're bridging the gap of your desires and your material success. I feel like the desires here and you're right there. And there's a gap that you're building a bridge in between. But in the meantime, this can maybe show up in a way that is really dramatic for you. Okay, the solution might be showing up in a way that a bridge needs to actually collapse. Okay, the bridge is not a solid bridge because we have accusations here. So that collapse is not, the collapse is not something happening to something solid. So the accusation doesn't mean there's something solid that you can touch. There's something, maybe they're blaming you for something. However, this is actually helping you think creatively and achieve success at the end of the day. We have a tiger here doing something risky and taking a chance. I feel like that's going to be you actually taking a chance on your new creative ideas. We have a rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. This can be that two-faced friend, okay? Maybe you're thinking, if I cross this person, if I confront them, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to show them how bad of a person they are. I feel like they're not there for you to teach them a lesson. This is you to learn a lesson. So you can let them go very quickly because something better is waiting for you. We have a career here. Some of you might be advancing in your career. This, I cannot make this up. I said bridge, and the bridge is right here. I didn't look at these cards. So you're bridging the gap. Basically, this can be about your career. This can be about creating a new career for yourself, something that you'll enjoy. This can be about retiring from a career as well. We have here a courage, a journey, either physical or mental. I feel like both you're going through. And that's why I said don't cross the rooster, don't deal with negativity, just bridge your gap and jump. This is like, I mean, isn't this similar? This and that kind of like looks similar to me. So you are really successfully overcoming a problem and moving towards a new life here, okay? Let's see what's happening inside of your cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's kind of like a dance. Dancing with life, basically. 7 is a lucky number. 7 good news. 7 different good aligning opportunities showing for you. There's a tears of joy coming from from a higher direction, higher pathway. This can also be a shooting star. We can take it as. It seems like even though you think there's an accusation at play and there's something maybe badgering your name, it's not really doing anything. It is even bringing the star from the sky, like with the Knight of Pentacles, which is going to pave the way for your long-term stability. So if you're feeling that you're failing, it's not. It's just a thing. It's just a thought in your head. It's not really reflecting the outside. You need to be careful not to focus on it too long, okay? We have here within the second week, this is the first week that you are connecting with the right information. There's a masculine figure here waiting for you to give you the answers maybe. And then there's like a period within the second week especially that you don't have no answers, no responses, no clarity whatsoever. So that can be something really frustrating. I feel like maybe you're taking the risk, you're doing something, and then you're not really hearing about it, okay? That can be a little frustrating, like I said, but we have I on there. This is King of Wands. This is something new. This is not something that you're used to, which is going to be a new adventurous beginning for you, which is going to be the star, which is your wish fulfillment. I told you like how many stars we have so far. Amazing. And death. This is actually ending of a cycle, a virus that she's holding right there. You're casting it into the fire, to the lava, so it can burn. Okay, you can see these are like maybe the sacrifices you made, but think of this darkness as that lava that you're casting everything in there. We have an I in here. We have a person right there. I told you, and there's a letter V, which is your victory. I can mean a couple things. And there's also swan swimming on top of there. Swan symbolizes loyalty because they mate for life and gentleness. I see a letter C here now caught my eye, maybe in the first name or the last name of this person. Carrie, Corey, maybe Ace. I don't know if that's a name, but still. So swan can be someone loyal to you. They're swimming above the lava, so they conquered this situation already. And the I is, even though you don't feel like you're not seeing what's happening in here or what's gonna happen, the I tells me that you already, like, your vision is clear. Vision can be your inner vision. Okay, if you have like a picture in your head that how this is going to turn out to be, look at that picture very carefully. Close your eyes and imagine that picture and look at that carefully. If that's a picture that you don't desire the outcome, you can always change it in your head, and your mind always obeys to the direction that is given to it. When you change the picture from defeat to victory, you're going to, when you keep repeating that victory picture, you're going to get your heart's desire here, it seems like, and the clarity is going to come forward. It can come through a person with a big mouth. I feel like a masculine energy with like a white hair. This can be someone wise, and the big mouth can symbolize this person speaks a lot. Maybe speaks a lot, not because they have like a big mouth and speak a lot in the sense of sarcasm, or they are like just thoughtlessly speaking. It can be a teacher, it can be a professor. This person can be someone, a politician. I mean, I don't know, politicians a little slippery slope. However, it can be a Scorpio here, the death card coming forward. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This can be someone who's adventurous, but also white hair tells me that they have been through the adventure already. Now it's time for them to settle. But this is not a person who talks in vain. They're not empty talks, okay? So I see that they have also an authority in their head, so they might know not how to talk to authority. I'm not going to say how to manipulate the authority, but I feel like they have like a connection with authority. They know how to communicate with them. There's a feminine figure wearing one of those old school nurses hats. So there's a healing operation. There's also a doctor. Maybe even there's a head nurse wearing a big hat as well. So the surgery is done. Basically, the operation is done that you completed. There's a wise person here to advise it, see it through, speak about it, and put the notes in there. And then there are two nurses here coming forward to nurse you back to life here, okay? This might be about like a life decision that you're making. Maybe you're changing your jobs, but you're not really seeing the results right away. You're sending all these resumes. And it seems like this wise person, I don't know if this looks familiar. I think this is the King of Wands. You see like the triangle head here, and this is a triangle head with a big mouth and his eyes open right there. So this is definitely someone who has that entrepreneur spirit appearing here. And I feel like this can be even a new job that you're starting together with this person. It can be an authority helping you with the help that you need. Maybe you're not really working, you're tired, but you need support. This can be an authority helping you with that. But on top of that, the nurses actually come here to nurse you back to life. Maybe this is something you put a lot of effort to become a part of. Now you're feeling drained. It seems like they're attached to him too. So when you make the deal, it's going to come with its benefits. The benefit can be like an extra insurance, maybe health insurance. It can be also mental help. It can be, like I said, just maybe if you need someone to help you, this authority figure might actually help you receive it, and they can show up in the physical form as well. Another thing, maybe this is you. You are the person who nurses people back to life, and you're not going to be alone this time. You have maybe someone younger, less experienced, but you have someone with you that you can train here, okay? Within the third week, this is a 3rd week timeline. I know it's really soon. It might take a little longer for some of you, because when I say 3, you can multiply it with any number too, because I know it's for the next 4 weeks, but it can take a little longer if this is something that will require a longer interview period, for example. I see there's another person here showing up, but their body looks like a mask within the 4th week. The problem with that is they have this big hat on top of their head, but the head is tilted. So this can be someone, now I kind of see a little Z here. Maybe they're at the end of their rope, at the end of the alphabet. Nobody cares about what they think because their head is tilted now. This can be representing someone who had a lot of authority, but because of their attitude or because of the mask that they're wearing here, maybe they weren't honest and authentic, they might have lost some of their authority. The head is tilted, basically. They lost their power, but they have like a negative or like a dark aura here, let's say. And I feel this dark aura caused them at the end of the day, even if you're blaming yourself or if they're blaming others. Because what happens is people with dark aura, they blame others. Like they never take accountability of the things that they happen to them, because they think that life is something that happens to them all the time. And so this person is going to claim that, is going to right away step into that and the victim mentality, and they're going to claim that. And you're going to deal with that for a split second. This doesn't mean that it's going to be forever, but you're going to face this person for a split second. This can be someone maybe who has the expectancy that everybody has to take care of them, but now the mask is falling off and it's obvious that they can do it by themselves. They can take care of themselves, but the truth is it's easier for them to live that way. The mask is falling off, and the mask can fall off. I know this can be even for some of you, maybe masculine figure you allowed into your life, that because masculine needs to take charge and take control and take care of situations, and they maybe not brought nothing but trouble to you, okay? So it seems like here their mask is falling off and you are actually going to free yourself from it. I'm not going to see it right away because there's like a clean paper coming and there's a clean paper showing up, because the clean paper has here a pig's face. This kind of reminds me of like a cartoonish pig. Pig can represent money, can represent piggy bank, which is the money that you're putting on the side for yourself. So if you have any plan like that, if the idea is popping in your head, I feel like this is actually universe's way signaling you, when you put on the side, when you put one, I'm going to multiply it by 10, which in the past, the sign came to me, which I never did and never had, like, and then everything crumbled down, and then the sign came to me that, oh, you should go save, you should put something on the side. And the moment I put it on the side, more came to me. So I feel like here, this is actually your sign, because the nose of the pig right there's a star, Aquarius, and you are a star, you're the Aquarius. Actually, this is your card right there. So if the piggy bank is a saving process, this basically tells you save, put something on the side. This can be the change in your pocket. This can be $1, which I believe $1 of like the United States, I don't know if you ever told it, has 100 has a good value, amazing power as well. $1 is really strong compared to like other monies like that. I didn't really hold all the monies on the world, but when you compare it to other types of monies, it has a lot of potent power, and you can really like maybe even turn $1 into your totem and put it in your wallet and save after it, like could save behind it. I feel like that is going to open up a pathway for some of you right away. We even have here a wishing bone, which is your wishes, your desires, and this resources coming from through the source, through the pathways that you are desiring to have here. Okay, so use that practice. And I see here there's also, I told you, you're starting with the clean paper here, but then at the end of the timeline, that clean paper comes again, that approval. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. It's flowing. Whatever this is going to flow. Okay, if you don't cut the flow with your thoughts, with your words, it's going to keep flowing. I see that your energy field is intact, maybe a little too intact. Maybe you are against at this time to expansion, and that might be a good thing. Another thing I would like to mention about the money. Okay, there's also something flowing here, the second pathway. I heard years ago from one of those money coaches that she was saying, if you're keeping foreign money in your bank, in your wallet, it means that you're foreign to the money, which, I mean, I thought, yeah, maybe she's right. But then I always keep some like $1. Okay, $1. I don't have a pound. I have like a €5, for example, from European money. I have franc because I've been to Switzerland and I love Switzerland. So like I keep those like small bills, but still, and never had that kind of like a problem that I was foreign to money. I feel like it just attracts the same kind to itself. Okay. So I feel overall here, you can practice that. And also, closed circle indicates that keep your ideas, desires, plans, expectations to yourself for the time being until these new pathways are opening. You see the letter A. A is actually kind of like breaking free from the burdens, and maybe if you're under pressure, breaking free from there. A is a specific symbol. It's being used and it has a word behind it. I don't want to use the word because it can get banned here, but that word is not a bad word if you can look behind where it came from. It is actually indicative of not being bounded by the rules of the general public, which money is the root of all evil. It does not grow in tree. What am I made of? Money, kind of like those kind of things. When you're using that letter A, you're actually rebelling against those kind of beliefs here. Okay, so your desire forming that A tells me that you need to be in that mindset, saying that I don't accept the ground rules here. I'm going to go with my desire because I'm worthy of it and I can get it the way I want it, or maybe and better than it can. Everything can work out better than my wildest dreams. You can even like repeat that, turn that into an affirmation for yourself. Okay, let's see what's coming for each week. We're gonna pull cards again here, and let's see what they're gonna tell you about that. So if you made it so far, comment down below and write down so far and let me know. Okay, let's pull the first week. I love that. 3 of Pentacles. So you're not alone. 4 of Cups. So you might get, this is actually, I feel, because you're extremely intellectual, and you're overanalyzing things, that can put you in this kind of overanalyzing, can put you in a boredom situation. Maybe you're gonna, you know, figure something out and then get bored of it. Oranges on this tree. Orange or apple? They kind of look like orange on this. Okay, these are oranges. Oh, okay, it's apple. These are apples too. I think they're Granny Smith, guys. So what happens there is the apple is not really falling on his head. So you're not really having your Eureka moment for a while, maybe within the second week. That can be a little bit like frustrating for you, but I want to, for the last card, I want to pull one more, because this is, yeah, okay, this is exactly what I thought it would be. I thought, is this like something shady happening behind the door? But this is Eight of Pentacles, tells me that you need to be discreet with what you're doing with your work, okay? Let's start with the first week. For the first week, I have here, let me shuffle this guys a little bit. Three of Pentacles. A Three of Pentacles can indicate teamwork. Maybe you're coming together with people that are aligned with you and creating amazing work. Or this can be your recognition of the highest quality of work that you're putting out there. And this suggests that do what you love, working well with others, and excellent reputation you're creating here. But even though it's earth energy is slow. It's slow to take action. We have Three of Cups on the bottom here, which is celebration. It is still working and getting things done right there. And the Eight of Pentacles, again, two working Pentacles card. They both showed up for you. So it seems like here you need to really put that mind into your work, and then you need to take the necessary action, okay? Because in order to get the excellent outcome, like you need to, basically, you need to chew the food before you swallow, okay? You need to take some small incremental, even that's what you can, actions in order to get what you want. Another thing here is Seven of Wands come forth as this thing, explanation. Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork is how you defend your territory here. So if you're doing everything by yourself, you might not really cover all your bases. The Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands here actually comes forth to tell you that you're on a higher ground and you can defend yourself to the sticks coming forth. But with the Three of Pentacles energy, I feel like this is not really only you fighting for your desires. You're making them happen and you're being creative, but also when the help is available, ask for it, help, or maybe even accept it. So, and they can also help you to protect your boundaries, what you're creating better. Second week, we have, I told you here, Granny Smith apples. They're not hitting you. You're not having your Eureka moment. That's boring you maybe. But the thing is, this is actually you failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, okay? And this can be because of the distractions of life, and maybe that's why you're not really focusing on what you desire and having discontent, lost in your own world. This is about, instead of focusing on the final vision, you are drowning yourself with what is right now, what's in front of you, which is, that passes really quickly. The advice here is the High Priestess. High Priestess, she has magical knowledge here in her hand. She has solid knowledge, and also she has a crescent moon all over her, and the moon, full moon right there, and a crescent moon right there. She has a lot of power, knowledge. And instead of getting lost in your world within the second week especially, you need to seek out the knowledge, and that knowledge is going to bring clarity in your situation, the answers, or maybe even how to find that fourth cup, which is behind the tree. The angel is offering it to you to take it, okay? But because you are lost in your own mind, basically because you're overanalyzing things, you're trying to maybe you're seeing only the fault here. You're not seeing why it worked out this way. Okay, maybe there's something happened, you got a bill in the mail, and you're actually worrying about the bill. Instead of this, maybe pushing you towards a creative idea that can become your long-term income opportunity, okay? But you need to consider it. We have here, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to by. Slowing down, you're going to speed up. Page of Pentacles is a slow energy, but this is a person who's scholarly, cheerful, dependable, and mischievous. If you can embody that state of being, there's going to be opportunities coming your way. You're going to actually feel happy about what's happening in your life, feel gratitude. On top of that, there's going to be happy news about your career, promotions, scholarships, or a new area of study, it says, coming forward. And if you're not working, this can be resources, justice being served, your highest good. The justice lady, she's not blind. She sees, her piercing eyes actually sees through the truth and gives you what you are worthy of. And strangely now I see here, I never seen this one before. Can you see this scarf? Kind of looks like a snake, which is a cycle of life, but also has a small star right there. Do you see? Star is you, Aquarius. Star is your wish fulfillment. So that's what's going to happen, okay? We have Queen of Wands here with the 7 and 8. It's in the 4th week. Let's see. So, heartbreak healing. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. So because this is material success, we're going to go with material success, meaning this might be soulmate energy. This can be also you coming together with people that are have soul alignment with you. But when it comes to 7 of Swords, maybe you are really confident, open, you like to word it out verbally. There's a word, like outspoken. You want to be outspoken. You want to say everything out loud and let all these people that are sleeping know that you are up and going, running, and you're not really in a position that is weak. You're strong. Maybe that's what you want to do. However, sometimes the strongest and the most confident need to play their also in a very discreet way. They cannot really out themselves before they complete the mission. Another thing I heard here, like if you have a material desire, for example, and if you out it to the people, and if they don't believe to you that you can make it happen, they might actually bring the energy down a lot. So be careful of that, okay? This can be, it says a loss of mind or personal freedom, but we're going to go with the other meaning of the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, we see a person here stealing the swords before the dawn, but this means that maybe there's some hidden stuff happening behind you and you're going to become aware of them. This can indicate that, yes, the confidence leads you towards being strategic about how you're going to make your dreams come true. And the strategy might involve you learning all you can about that subject and improve your skill, going to school and finding a mentor. And I see here like the 3 of Swords is something that is a heartbreak, that is something that hurt you. Maybe you have done this before and it didn't really turn out the way you want it to be. These feelings are going to come back and you need to fight with this heartbreak, okay? Or maybe you're actually doing something and the appreciation is not going to show up right away. That can cause a heartbreak too. But the 2 of Cups coming forward here, that heartbreak happens for a good reason, because there's something better, something that is really compatible with you is out there. So it's leading you towards seeking that. Okay, maybe initially you're trying to master a subject, you don't understand anything. When you apply, it doesn't work. And then you're feeling despair. And then you're like, I'm going to give this up. It's not working. I'm done with that subject. Whatever it is, this is actually 2 of Cups is telling you that you're on the, maybe you're on the right car, but on the wrong path, or you're on the right path, but you're taking the wrong car. Maybe you need to get on the bus to get there, okay? And then in the bus, you're going to socialize with the right people. So basically, this is actually diverting you to a better soul-aligned direction. Now we're getting into your chakra cards. This actually, I pulled an intention for wealth spread. I did this to myself. This is a little longer term than 4 weeks. And it was so on point, the things that are blocking my wealth coming to me. So we're going to look into those for yourself as well. The first one is going to be, it says this, okay. No, I don't want to do it randomly. They want to fall off, but still. This is your beliefs about money. Let's pull. This is your beliefs about money. What does Aquarius believe about money? Guilt. Okay, what? This is what you need to work through. Bittersweet. This is your feelings about wealth, impatience. Okay, this is starting to make sense. And potential outcome if you work through this, despondence. So this was actually coming in the right place. It wasn't coming in the right place. That's why it wanted to come forth in a different place here. So what happens about the guilt is maybe you're doing all you can in your hand and then you're thinking like, I'm not doing the right things and it's not really working. And maybe there's a past behind you that you made a mistake about your investments. And still when you try to make something new or invest in something new or attract money into your life, maybe in the past having a lot of money repelled love. Maybe you're feeling like, okay, it's going to happen again. What we have here is you can ask, this is your beliefs about money. Am I giving away too much time and energy and resenting it? So maybe you're doing something that you don't like here, giving too much energy to them, and you are really trapping yourself. Okay, that's your belief about money, that you have to give a lot of your time for nothing, so for so little. And honesty is freedom. Be free, honest with yourself, and also, this includes the guilt is fear of being disliked. Maybe you are actually figuring that out and letting go. And what you need to work through is here comes with the throat chakra. So there's definitely, you need to speak out your truth here. Okay, we have the passing of all things is inevitable. Okay, that's the belief. That's what you need to work through. Whatever is happening may require release. This card could also represent unexpected news. So it seems like here you're feeling guilty because you feel like you have to do everything. You see that she's prepared this for her mother, basically, not for even the child. And you're trying to be a mother to grown-ups, basically. And that you need to work through that in order to improve, bring more money into your life, because whatever is meant for you is meant for you from the divine. And it's going to come to you. You don't have to baby others. Your feelings about wealth is impatience with the also throat chakra. So you might be feeling the wealth is if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. So you are out of luck, basically. Maybe that's the feeling. So there's a personal inquiry. It tells you, am I jumping the gun? If I am honest with myself, am I forcing something? So maybe you're feeling like wealth is something you have to force to make it happen. That's what they're doing. That's how they have it, whoever has it. And that can create a lot of tension. What you need to do, despondence is the purple, is actually your third eye chakra, intuitive guidance that you're using here. And this is potential outcome that you're letting go of despondence here, okay? And so the despondence, because this word is something that I wasn't familiar, so I want to look up what it means. And it says here, the quality of being unhappy with no hope or enthusiasm. So you need to work on this. Impatience causing that when you don't receive your efforts, you're seeing like, okay, there's no hope. It's not going to come. So you can ask yourself, in which part of my life am I feeling immobilized? I know what I need to do. Am I willing to trust myself? Feeling helpless, you're going to overcome that when you overcome the patience and trust that everything is coming to you in the right time. So let's pull your other oracles. I know this is very deep. I did it for myself and I was shocked. The things that showed up really shocked me, the answers. Maybe let me know if this resonates. We have a thicket of thorns, uncertainty. At this time, you might not have clarity. I told you within the second week, especially, there's a dark forest, there's a dark place that you're walking into. But instead of just feeling like despair because of that, follow this butterflies, like resurrection, the metamorphosis, the change. Okay, you are being led to a dark forest so you can find your way that belongs to you, the authentic way. We have here foggy bog, patience. Impatience and patience comes again. This is actually telling you when the ones that know, there's actually a code that they will receive what they want. They can wait with patience. And so this is really, the thing is on its way. It just requires you to, within the foggy bog when you're in, wait for the fog to go down, because there your gifts lies. We have pine spirit with purification. This is, you see the snowy pines right there. Clear your mind, body, detox, and detox basically your mind from all the things that are weighing you down. That's very important. Now I'm going to pull into your life, because money is a feminine energy, and what kind of females, the divine beings, feminines, can be actually helpful during this journey to you. Let's see. We have White Buffalo Calf Woman. I don't know if you know her story, and she's been believed, 3 of them wants to come forth for you, that she's the first human. I don't know if you know that, and I believe, why not? And there was actually a white buffalo calf came to world, I think last year, and it seems like her reign of feminine loving energy is coming forth to the world as well. And she is the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass, the path of love is true abundance. So she tells you that your heart is already guiding you towards the right direction. Just you need to hear the guidance and follow it. That's the most important part. We have here also Yeshe Sogyal, Lady of the Lotus born, and embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. So embodiment, what does that mean? So you need to put yourself into that body before you manifest that body. You need to feel wealthy before you have the wealth. This doesn't mean going out there and spending all the money that you have. It's just closing your eyes. When you close your eyes, putting yourself into the scene that you want to experience. That's very important here, that she can be your guidance. We also have the Ariadne. If you don't know her story, definitely look her up. Mistress of the Labyrinth. And she actually, I forgot the boy's name, that she sacrifices herself to save the boy that has been put into the labyrinth. And there's the Minotaur involved as well. So she is still capable of saving herself from there. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. So where did I see that? The movement. The despondence is going to go with the movement. The more you follow that inspired action, or maybe there's no inspired action at this moment. You feel like, I need to go reorganize my bathroom or my closet. That is maybe the necessary action at that point. Do not question it. Move towards it, okay? Because your thoughts are probably also connected to the highest divine powers, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.